Hi, thanks for checking out my video. Today I'll be sharing my October 2025 polish pickup haul. I picked up 5 polishes plus this Glisten and Glow duo. It's a cuticle remover cuticle oil duo. This is my first time buying this from Glisten and Glow. I have a few of their polishes and I have their top coat that I've been using for over a decade. I absolutely love that top coat. So I wanted to try this out. I'm really excited to try this. I only have used the Sally Hansen cuticle remover that's like a blue gel. So that'll be my first time trying something other than that. And cuticle oil wise, I usually use the Hollow Taco just because it's very accessible for me. So those are the ones I've been using. So I'm excited to give these a try and see how they work out for me. And this one, the cuticle oil is Hocus Pocus, and the cuticle remover I believe is unscented. I haven't tried it out yet, so I don't know how the scent is, but I'll definitely be trying that out soon. And I picked up these 5 polishes. October had so many amazing polishes. I had a very hard time narrowing it down to 5, but I ended up winding down my cart to these 5 that I just couldn't pass up. And I've seen sneak peeks of November, and I'm worried. I'm worried because there's already like a handful of them that I'm already super obsessed with that I know I just won't be able to pass up. And that's just sneak peeks. I haven't even, wish listing hasn't even opened up. I'm nervous to see the offerings for November once the wish listing opens up, because I feel like this is going to be a really strong month and there's going to be so many gorgeous options. I just have to be strong and be good at narrowing it down and telling myself, try not to go over 5 or 6. So yeah, if anyone is not familiar with Polish Pickup, it's a website that opens up once a month, and they have a variety of indie makers that come together and create polishes around a certain theme. And they offer polishes starting the first Friday of every month usually. And wish listing opens up typically the Sunday prior. So in this case, the wish listing will be opening up this Sunday, which is November 2nd. It's usually sometime in the afternoon. I don't think they have a consistent time of when wish listing opens, but sometime Sunday, wish listing will open up. You can go in, you can see all the offerings and create your wish lists. And then the following Friday, which would be the 7th, I believe, November 7th, you'll be able to make your purchases starting 11 a.m. Eastern time is when they open up, and they stay open until the following Monday. So for 4 days, Monday until 11:59 Eastern time, you can continue to make your purchases. So that's polishpickup.com. It's a lot of your chance to try out indie polishes in one place, because I find living in Canada, I want to try out so many makers. There's so many polishes that I see, but then I go on to create a cart, and then by the time I check out for shipping can be upwards of $40. And I don't know if I'm going to be surprised with duties at the door, because a lot of times the shipping information is not transparent. Sometimes you won't even see the cost of shipping. So that can be quite frustrating. And it isn't until you create a cart, put your address in, that you'll be able to see how much the shipping is going to be on a lot of these makers' websites. But if you want to dip your hands into the indie world and try out some of these indie polishes, try Polish Pickup. There's also Hella Handmade Creations. I've never purchased from them yet, so I can't say how much that will be, but usually for like this amount of polishes, for 5 polishes and these, I paid about, I think it was $20 shipping. I think when I've gotten less, like 3 polishes, it's been about $14 shipping, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it's still quite a hefty shipping cost, but nail polish makes me happy. It's my form of self-care, and honestly, I gravitate towards my indies the most. So I have no regrets with the purchases that I've made. Anyway, so that's a little bit about polish pickup, and we'll get into the polishes that I picked up and swatching them. First up, we have my very first Lemming Lacquer nail polish. This one is called Cheshire Cat Grin. And this one was my #1 pick. If I could only get one, I think it would have been this. Now, in the bottle, it's looking a bit underwhelming, so I'm excited to swatch it because when I saw the swatch of this polish, I knew I had to have it. It looks really cool under the ring light, actually. I'm seeing the different shifts a bit better under the ring light, but without the ring light, it looks kind of underwhelming, I'm gonna be honest. But we'll try swatching this out and see how it turns out and see if I'm as in love with it as I was when I saw the swatches. Don't mind my nails. I had a peely pop off and I just quickly applied some nail polish and then continued on to do errands, so I completely ruined it, but these are coming off anyway because I'm going to do my final Halloween mani later. But let's swatch this first one. So again, this is Lemming Lacquer's Cheshire Cat Grin. Oh, sorry, am I even in frame? Sorry about that. Okay. So that's Cheshire Cat Grin in one coat. It's very, very sheer, which is expected with a formula that has so much going on. It looks like it has gold reflective glitter. Like gold, is it gold, bronze, reflective? It's looking very orange actually. Kind of yellowish orange, I can't really tell. But it's really pretty. And it looks like it might be in a purple jelly base with some red shimmer. So it looks really pretty. So that's one coat of that. Next up, another new to me brand. I actually heard of this brand for the first time during last month's polish pickup. It's Gior. This one's stunning. This one's a solar. This one also looks like it has gold reflective glitter in it. It's a peachy color. And this one is Dizzy. This one's called Dizzy. So that's Dizzy by Gior. Right, let's swatch that one out. Got too much polish on there. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That's a really nice peachy, corally, pinky color. And I don't have anything like this one at all in my collection, so I'm gonna really like this one. So that is Dizzy by Gior Couture. Gior or Gior Couture? I think it's just called Gior. I think it's just Gior. Yeah, that's it in one coat. Very promising. Very gorgeous. Perfect for spring, summer. Honestly, I'll wear it anytime around. I do wear my polishes seasonally, but I also don't. So, like, I'm wearing very seasonally appropriate manis right now. And, but I might throw in like a neon here and there in the fall and winter if I feel like I need some brightness in my life. So I don't stick to strictly being a seasonal polish wearer. But if anyone's wondering, I am wearing Hollow Tacos, Just Vamping on my pinky, my middle finger, my thumb. And I'm wearing So Toxic on my index and my ring fingers. I've got Flaky Hollow Taco on all of my nails. And I've got Cracked Taco Shell on my index and ring finger. I did start with cracked taco shell on my pinky, but as you can see, you couldn't really tell. Just vamping's just too dark, so I decided to not put it over my other fingers with just vamping. And then here I've been practicing stamping. I've been wanting to get into stamping for a really long time, and I was always nervous because I'm a perfectionist, and if I can't get it perfect, then I don't want to do it. But I'm starting to get over that now as I get older, so I have been practicing stamping and I've been having a lot of fun. So I just put cute little ghosties on my finger, and the web didn't turn out that great, but I had some bats on here which I really loved, but that peely popped off. This is also Hollow Taco's Trick or Trash, and it's on my ring finger as well. And then these two are Hollow Taco's Not Milky White, topped with their original glow in the dark and the stamps. And then this one, I just put some Funny Bunny and again went to do errands straight away, and it got ruined, so please ignore that. So next up, we have another first for me, Alchemy Lacquer. That's what I love about Polish Pickup so much. I'm getting to try so many new cool brands that I have to pay one shipping fee and I can get so many different brands to try out versus having to spend a lot of money trying individual brands, and then a lot of times the shipping is a lot more than what I'd pay to get a Polish Pickup order. So this is Alchemy Lacquer. I think this is a solar too. This one is called Blank Signature, and yes, it's a solar. So I picked up 2 solars. So that's really, really nice. It's got I think it's a teal with a blue shimmer. Really nice. I love teals, so I'll definitely love wearing this one. Yeah, that's very pretty. Again, it's October and I seem to have picked up quite a bit of more spring, summer appropriate shades, but it's what I gravitate towards. So here it is in one coat, and again, that's Alchemy Lacquer's Blank Signature in one coat. Such a light, pretty teal with that blue shimmer. Just looks very pretty. And next up, another one I was super excited for, Kathleen & Co. Once I saw the swatches of this one, I needed it. Immediately needed it. So this one, so pretty. I mean, it's pink. I love everything pink, especially hot pink. And this one also looks like it has a shimmer, like an orangey red shimmer. I'm thinking after my Halloween manis, I need a little bit of brightness, and this one was one of the top contenders, the Kathleen & Co. or maybe the Lemming. We'll see how Lemming looks after a few more coats, and then I'll decide. Okay, so that's Kathleen & Co. in one coat. I'm excited for that one. And this one is called Zigzag Days. And last but not least, we have my very first Night Owl lacquer. So this is a haul of firsts, except for Glisten and Glow. Know that brand, tried that brand, love their stuff. Just these products are new to me. But this one is my first Night Owl lacquer. I've been super excited to try them, but I haven't seen anything that appealed to me until now. And this one's called Moon Illusion. And that one also. If you notice a trend, a lot of these polishes have shimmers because I'm absolutely obsessed with shimmer polishes. I absolutely love shimmer polishes. They're just so fun to look at. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, that looks so pretty. Oh, I just lost another peely. There go my little ghosts. Okay, and this one is called Moon Illusion by Night Owl Lacquer. So let's take a quick look, a closer look, I should say, at that first coat here. And that's pretty. That's so dainty and so moody and so perfect for winter, in my opinion. I love these type of polishes when it's snowing outside. So I'm definitely going to be wearing this for the month of November, maybe even January. Very pretty. All right, I think it should be enough time where I can go into my second coats, but let's give it a try. So go into Lemming Lacquer's Cheshire Cat first with the second coat. Need to remember where I put my first coat. Here. Oh yes, that's looking really, really pretty on after the second coat. Uh-oh. I always do that. I always dip my fingers into my swatches. Okay. It's looking very pink right now, which is probably why I gravitated towards it so much. But that's it. That's the Cheshire Cat Grin on its second coat. Let's get into Gior's second coat. Just give it a quick shake. All right, let's try to not dip our fingers into the other swatches. All right. That is, I keep wanting to call it Gior Couture, but I think it's just Gior. That's Gior in 2 coats. Dizzy. I think that's all it needs. I think it's good in 2 coats. Yeah. Moving on to Alchemy Lacquer, Blank Signature. I feel like I just watched this one, so I'll give it a little bit of time before I do my second swatch. Oh, cool. I love that they have the sticker. So when you have so many polishes and you can't remember which one's what type of polish, you've got that little sticker to let you know. That's amazing. Is anybody watching any good TV shows or movies on Netflix? I need something to watch. So if you have any recommendations, please let me know. What have I watched recently? I recently rewatched, what's that movie called? Is it White Chicks, I think? I recently rewatched that. It's a funny movie. I heard Suits is good. Some of my coworkers said Suits is a really good show, so maybe I'll try that out because I think it's on Netflix. Wow. So that's Alchemy's Blank Signature on 2 coats. I think that one is also pretty good on 2 coats. I don't think it needs a third. I'm not seeing through it, but such a beautiful color with that like very delicate blue shimmer. Okay, next up we have Zigzag Days. Yes, Zigzag Days by Kathleen and Co. What's everyone doing for Halloween? Do you guys have any plans? Do you have kids? Are you taking them trick-or-treating? I don't have any kids. I won't be going trick-or-treating, and in my apartment they do handing out candy in the lobby, so kids don't come door to door, which is good because it can never be too safe. So that's Kathleen and Co. Zigzag Days in 2 coats. That one does need a third coat. And we'll do our second swatch of the Night Owl Lacquers Moon Illusion. Halloween's falling on a Friday, which is pretty cool. Is anybody doing anything fun? Any parties? I will be at home probably watching some not scary Halloween movies. I really want to watch Nightmare Before Christmas, Hocus Pocus, and Beetlejuice, but none of those movies are on Netflix, which is a real bummer. Very unfortunate. Netflix, get on that, please. As if they're listening to me. But anyway, if they were, we want those movies. All right, so that's Night Owl Lacquer in 2 coats, Moon Illusion. Oh, look at that beautiful gold shimmer. So pretty. Such a dusty purple, like a gray leaning purple, I would say, with that gold shimmer. It just looks so gorgeous. And yes, the shimmer is giving a moon illusion. Like, I can see that. All right, so those are the coats, but I do believe Cheshire Cat Grin is probably more on the sheer side, which is fine because you can use a blurring base coat, or I sometimes just use smoothing base coat. Like a smoothing base coat, I use the pink smoothing base coat by Hollow Taco, and that does the job to cover visible nail line. And also my nails are quite stained. I wear a lot of Hollow Taco, and they're definitely big time stainers. Oh yeah, that's looking really, really pretty. Just needed 3 coats. I was worried. I was like, did these swatches dupe me? Did they get me? Have I been misled? But no, now that I'm seeing that 3rd coat on there, oh no, I did it again. I did it again. I put my finger in wet swatches. All right, now that I'm seeing that 3rd coat, there it is. That is the nail polish that I fell in love with. It is absolutely stunning. This might be the one that I wear after my last Halloween mani. I think so. I think it's gonna be this one. So that again is Lemming Lacquer's Cheshire Cat Grin. Stunning, right up my alley. I always gravitate towards these polishes. If I see a shimmer in this type of formula with the like the purple jelly and the reddish shimmer, it's gonna get me every time, no matter how many I buy. And I don't have that many yet, but there's another one that's kind of matching that vibe that I saw for November that is going on my wish list. I've saved it on my Instagram, and it's definitely going on my wish list. And I can't remember who is it by. It's Sweet and Sour Lacquer, I think. I've never purchased from them. This would be my first, but that one's definitely being bought. I already know that. Oh yeah, Sure was good on 2 coats, so I'm not going to do a 3rd coat because there's no point. It's pretty opaque. And same with the Alchemy, pretty opaque. The Kathleen & Co. kind of sheer. I think a 3rd coat won't hurt, so we'll do a 3rd coat. Is anybody else planning to purchase from November's PPU? If you are and you've been seeing those sneak peeks and if anything's piqued your interest, let me know. I'm not on Facebook. I think a lot of those sneak peeks and previews go on Facebook, so I missed that, which might be a good thing, so I can't get too tempted. But if you do have some that you think I should check out or that you will be purchasing, let me know. So that's Kathleen & Co. Zigzag Days in 3 coats. Yes, definitely still a little bit sheer, but that's fine. It's pretty opaque. So a little bit I can see through, but it might just be because I'm using a clear swatch wheel. And then same thing with Night Owl Lacquer. It is slightly sheer on the 2nd coat. You know what? Let's do a 3rd coat. Why not? All right, so we're gonna get in that 3rd coat of Moon Illusion by Night Owl Lacquer. I'm so happy with my picks. I have no regrets. I love all of these. All right, and that is Night Owl Lacquer. Oh, it definitely got more opaque. Still a little bit translucent, but again, that might just be because it's on a clear swatch wheel. But wow, pretty, beautiful, love it. Love all of them. Love all my picks. I'm super, super excited. But yes, I think Cheshire Cachren by Lemming Lacquer is going to be going on after Halloween. So pretty. I just need a little bit of a break. Well, this one I think is fall appropriate. Doesn't matter. Even if it wasn't, I'd still wear it. I just need something. I need a pop of color. So probably that one. This one too, the Kathleen & Co. Just so vibrant. I love them all. I love them all. I am so happy with my purchases. Anyway, that was my PPU October 2025 purchase. Hopefully I don't go too wild in November, but the makers are just crushing it right now, and I just want everything. Lucky for me, I navigate away from the magnetics because I don't mind sitting down and putting in the effort to do a magnetic manicure. What turns me off of them is that within hours, I feel like the pigments just disperse, and I feel like all that effort just went to waste, and it just disperses. So I feel like I sit there, I give it the good amount of time. I'll sit there with each finger on the magnet for 2 minutes, and then top coat, and then 2 minutes, and I give it good amount of time and make sure it's dry to the touch. But then it disperses within hours, and then I feel like it's such a waste. If it stayed for a bit longer, even a few days, you know, then I'd be like, okay, the effort is worth it for some magnetics because they're just absolutely stunning, but I just can't. Unless the nail polish looks super gorgeous, just as gorgeous unmagnetized as it does magnetized, then I might pick it up. But yes, I only have a handful of magnets, and I don't usually gravitate towards them for that reason. Just because all the effort for very little payoff. So not really my thing, but I do want to get a one of those horseshoe magnets because the velvet effect just looks so stunning and I want to try it. So I might wear more of my magnets if I end up trying that out. But it's just hard to get. Again, where I am, there's not a lot of options. I know ILNP has one that's pretty decently priced compared to other ones I've seen. It's just, they're always sold out when I check. So if you live in Canada and you have a horseshoe magnet, please let me know where you got it. I've checked Amazon. I think there was one on there, but it was very ridiculously priced. I think it was like 50 or 60, something like that. So I don't want to pay that much if I can avoid it, especially if it's going to disperse after a few hours. But anyway, that was my haul. If you picked anything up for the month of October from Polish Pickup, let me know. I went a little bit crazy in October because I also purchased my first set of Mooncat polishes. I watch Linry here on YouTube, and she made a video, I think it was like a year ago, about Mooncat bottles and how they were exploding. So although I always had my eye on Mooncat and I was interested in trying them out, that completely just shut off any interest that I had, and I was like, yeah, there's no way. I'm not dealing with the exploding bottles, especially because I'm incredibly accident prone as it is. But I haven't heard anything more about the exploding bottles, and I've seen Linry do more videos about Mooncat, and she said she wasn't going to until the bottle issue was resolved, so I'm assuming the bottle issue is resolved. And yeah, I made my first purchase, so I'll share that with you once I get it. I'm super excited to try them out too. They have some gorgeous polishes. It was very hard for me to narrow down again, but I just purchased 5 and stopped at that. But there's definitely more that I have my eye on. If I like them and I like the formulas, then maybe I'll make another purchase at some point. But I've heard mixed messaging about their formulas. I heard that they have batch issues, so hopefully I don't experience any of those, but only time will tell. So yeah, if you made any purchases in October, feel free to share in the comments. I'd love to know what you got. If you live outside of the US, if you would share your experience with shipping costs, duty fees, anything like that in the comments. I think that will be really helpful because I feel like people don't talk about that enough, and I want to be able to be transparent on my channel with that, since I look for that information sometimes and it can be challenging to find that shipping costs information, duty fees, and things like that. But yeah, stay tuned for my upcoming wish list with me. I'll be posting a PPU wish list with me for November, and we'll see what I end up adding to my cart. And I did one for October. I did a wish list with me, and some of these polishes were on there. I think all of these polishes may have been on there. Maybe not. Maybe I went back and I probably definitely went back and made some changes. Maybe removed some, added some others, because I do that throughout the week before the actual launch day. Anyway, thanks again for stopping by. This one was a bit of a chatty video, but just wanted to share what I'm thinking and wanted to share my cute little October haul with you all. But yeah, have a great week, everyone. And if you're planning on picking anything up for November, please let me know what it is. Maybe I'll check it out. Have a great day, everyone. Bye. So sorry, I'm back for a minute. I forgot to share these solars in their other state. So I've got Gior here and the Alchemy here, and they changed back really fast, but let's go ahead and use my UV light. But yes, that's them in their other states. Really nice. I feel like the Gior just changed back really quickly. Anyway, that's it. Bye for real this time.